that's my alarm.
Alright.
I am 100% one of those people that believes the way that you spend your morning dictates the way that you spend your day. 100%. I feel like I've got some pretty mega habits involved in mine that have changed my life and I think are going to change your life. First one being waking up with a natural light alarm clock. I've got the Lumi, I don't know what model name, but I've had it for years. And that changed my life, like waking up to a soft alarm noise and natural daylight. Oh my God, it's just a million times better. Habit number 2, make your bed as soon as you get up. 100%. Habit number 3, do not sleep with your phone in your bedroom. That's probably the hardest one for people to get. But when I say my phone lives there, does not come into my bedroom with me, and I think that is one of the best things I've done for my sleep, for my stress, for my mental health. And then one thing I really like to do is I make myself do like a house chore before I do anything else, because I am really not domestic and I really hate doing like house chore vibes, and if I don't seem to do it at this time, it just gets left. And I feel like it's nice to do something for yourself and do something like productive before you start your day, and also doesn't involve a screen. Like from yesterday lunchtime, I just couldn't be asked to empty the dishwasher. Don't know what it is, but that's the thing. You've got to understand yourself and what you're good at and what you're bad at to then know when you need to do things to make sure that they get done. Okay, right, I've chucked on some comfy gym kit and I'm just gonna go for a walk. Putting on my New Balance 1080s. These are my favourite walk shoes. They're just so bouncy. My walk outfit of the day is this Lululemon top I'm currently a little bit obsessed with, and some Free People shorts. Super moisturiser. SPF. Number 47. Headphones, sunnies. Gonna take this bag so I can take you. And then this is the bit I currently find the hardest. I go over, I pick up my phone, and I try to just put it straight in my bag. And continue with my walk. So that is me up, out, and done all of my faffy bits in 22 minutes. So nice. I basically stopped or massively slowed down the amount of like high intensity exercise I'm doing in the morning just because I felt like it was really stressing me out. Same with waking up at 7. I'm such a morning person. I actually fucking love getting up at 6, but I was realising I just couldn't consistently get 8 hours, because days where I had no plans in the evenings, I would get to sleep by 10 fine. But as soon as I have plans, which it's summer and I don't want to be stressing about plans, I was going to sleep at like 10:30, 11, half 11, which again is fine, it's not late, but it just meant that I wasn't getting enough sleep. And I'm not hating it, I just do have a bit of FOMO that I'm missing the early bird. And then I'm going for a walk as soon as I wake up, and I'm going for a walk without a podcast in the mornings, or for at least like the first half an hour, just so my brain can wake up and think about things that it needs to think about, which at first was really uncomfortable. But now I love it. It's also, side note, a little bit colder than I realised. It might be sunny, but I'm a little bit chilly. I think it was Mel Robbins that said, get up, get out, no headphones for the first bit. Or Jay Shetty. I don't know, I have been listening to a lot of podcasts. Also, fun tangent, I've been getting my hunger and fullness cues back after like 12 years of, I think, not having them, but struggling with disordered eating. And so now when I wake up and if I'm hungry, then I've been having a banana or an apple before I come for my walk. But if I'm not hungry, then I'm also not. I did go out for dinner last night with my dad. We went to the Tamil Prince and we ate a lot of food and it was quite late, so it's probably why I've woken up not so hungry this morning. But I make sure as soon as I get back I have my breakfast. Hold that thought. Okay, right, back from my walk. It's currently 8:30. Phone is still on Do Not Disturb. And what I always find is after my walks, I get like, my brain is going. It's either like brain thoughts that I want to write down in a journaling sense, or I start going into like work overdrive and I'm thinking of all of these ideas or things that I need to do, people that I need to speak to. And today was one of those days. So I've got 2 notebooks. I've got my journaling notebook and I've got my planner notebook. I'm so annoying these days, it's actually ridiculous. And I'm basically, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to write down in my journaling notebook all of the ideas that I had, all of the like brain thoughts, everything. Then I'm going to look at my phone, check any like inbound stuff, and then I'm going to write my to-do list for today. Okay, now I have been using the Grace Bev planner. Not an ad at all. I was sent it and I actually just really like it because I already work in the like same kind of way as it with my work tasks. I use the quick ticks, tasks, projects way of splitting up my work for me and Chloe at the Read Club. So I just find this is a fun little practice for me. One thing I can immediately tick off of my quick tick list is put my bike on charge. Now we're gonna make some breakfast. I've basically been doing 1 egg, 2 egg whites for protein. Oh, that's so good. Scrambled eggs. Yum. And then before I eat that, I'm just gonna pour myself a quick ginger shot. Yum. My camera's gonna run out of charge, but I really want to do a little taste test. So I'd say one of the things that I'm really trying to do right now is not always eat in front of my TV, which I'm not gonna stand here and say I do it all the time, because I do love sitting and like eating in front of the TV. But I basically struggled with binge eating for a really long time, and not being like aware of what I'm eating is something that's like played a big part of that. So when I can, I try to sit here in front of my like door so I get some nice daylight as well, and I sit and I eat like this. But like I said, I don't always do this, and like sometimes I'll eat at my desk if I've got like a meeting I normally try to start work at 9, so it's 8:53 now, which I probably will do, but if I'm running a little bit late or something's changed or I have an early meeting or I just want to get on with work, then I will eat at my desk. But for the purpose of this video and showing you what this is, a realistic morning in my life, but it's not every morning, you know. The years I would try and have like a 100, 200, 300 calorie breakfast in order to save calories for the rest of the day never served me. Okay, now it's time to make a coffee. Literally my favourite time of the day because it means I get to use my Sage. I love her so much. I actually put some new beans in here yesterday. These ones that I bought in Norway. Good. Look at this one. So good. I'm actually so gassed at that. That's actually such good latte art from me. Right, gonna grab my phone charger real quick. And now it is 12 minutes past 9 and it's time for me to start my work day. I've been working from my desk. My table, my dining table, rather than my sofa. Honestly, for the first like 6 months of me living here, I would just, whenever I needed to work from my sofa, and I think that was an awful decision from me. I feel like you just need to separate work from like chill time, fun time, relaxing time. And like I was saying earlier with the food situation, for me, eating, working, chilling, socialising, like if friends would come over, we would sit on the sofa like all in one place, was just a bit like not vibes for my head, to be honest with you. Cheers! So good! It is 12 o'clock. I've made some good progress, but it's time for me to go to the gym. Do any of you have any recommendations for nice, cute iced coffee cups that you can take on the go? Would love one. I think one of the most important things I've learned in like being a self-employed person and trying to build some kind of a routine, especially when my job actually requires no structure, like I could technically work whenever I wanted, is that however much I personally love mornings and I would love to be outside in the sun, I am the most productive and the most creative, I would say between like 8 and 1. Really, that's like when my brain seems to be firing the most. But whenever I've got up and immediately started to work, it just sets a shit tone for my day. And then when I try and force myself to like be creative in the afternoon, it also just, it stresses me out. And I just have found doing something for myself in the morning, letting my brain run a little bit while I'm on my walk or whatever, gets my creativeness flowing, and then I can just zone in, and I'm so ridiculously productive from that 9 till 12 every day. It's mad. And I think when I also don't get back outside during my lunch break or whenever I take a break, I just have nothing left to give in the afternoon. But I have found recently getting out, doing a workout in the middle of the day, so I'm just gonna go and do a push day today, just then resets me. I take like a 2-hour break in the middle of the day, so I do like an hour to work out, half an hour to walk, and then half an hour to eat. And I just have found that it really, really works for me. But second and last coffee of the day. Righty then, you guys, that is my workout done. It is such a lovely day. So nice. This is my first week of starting like an entirely new workout plan, because I ran my marathon 2 weeks ago and now I'm like fucking game to have my strongest, sexiest comeback yet. Like I'm so excited to get proper strong in the gym again. Do less CrossFit, but do CrossFit better. So like when I go to sessions, give it my 100% and then just start lifting heavy again. Running fast, like I'm going for a cycle tonight. So let me know if you want to hear more about my current like fitness goals, workout plan, because I feel like I've now been through many different phases in my fitness journey, and I'm really, really, really excited about this one, which is so much fun because I haven't felt excited about a workout routine forever. But it's about 1:30. I am gonna head home now. Need to take my supplements because I just completely forgot this morning. And I feel like that's a lesson to learn for this morning routine habits like video vibe, because it's just not going to be perfect all the time, and you really do have to find whatever works for you. And if you forget something, like, oh well, plans will come up and you can't always make the perfect morning routine. I think it's about sticking to like as much of the habits that you've built and as much of the routine as you have built as much as you can, if that makes sense. So like I want to run tomorrow morning. I've got to be in Central for 9, so my morning routine tomorrow is going to look very, very different, but I try to maintain as much as I can. So like, yeah. And also this has taken me years to build. You literally just cannot compare your morning routine to somebody else's, because nobody else can compare their morning routine to their own, because my morning routine that worked for me 6 months ago is now completely different to the morning routine that works for me now, because my fitness goals have changed, my work demand is higher, my just like stress levels are different, my priorities are different, and so like morning routines and like day routines change with your life, and I feel like you have to be adaptable with that and just figure out what actually works for you. So I've had periods of my life where waking up at 6 worked so well for me, and walking straight to the gym, and different phases of my life have required different routines, and that's so fine. And right now this is what's working for me, so I hope you can take some of the random little habits as inspiration, is what I'm trying to say. Also guys, I just walked past about 1 million people who were just staring at me vlogging, so big confidence moves from me. Oh god, I love this man. Get it, King. How calming does that look? Oh guys, I'm obsessed. See guys, there was that lovely man doing Tai Chi, and then there are these two guys here punching the bench and punching each other. And of course, they shouted after me. Oh, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. Here I am just trying to like talk about my nice morning routine, you guys. Oh, look at the little gooses. Skirt, skirt. And now I've completely lost my train of thought. Fuck knows what I was talking about. Remember my train of thought now. The main goal of these routines that you're wanting to build is just that you feel good and that you feel most productive and that you love your life the most. So don't worry about what anybody else is doing, and don't worry about how your routine looks. Like, if you are the most productive at 9 PM, make that work for you. If you are the most energetic at 4 PM, make it work for you, you know? As long as you feel good. Like, this is the routine that makes me currently feel the absolute best. So I'm rolling with that. I am home, showered, and I've just done a proper like cleanse, tone, moisturise of my face, which was lovely. And now I'm going to quickly take my supplements and then make some lunch and hopefully be back to work by 2 o'clock. So supplements I'm currently taking include the Free Soul Creatine and Collagen, the Glower hair supplement, and then I just normally have one electrolyte sachet a day. The electrolytes I'm taking are just the Humantra ones. I personally love the Humantra ones, they serve me so well. But that's that. Just gonna make myself some lunch now and then crack on with my work. But that's my morning routine. Hopefully that's been somewhat, if not interesting, then helpful. I don't really know. Please do like, subscribe, comment. It means the absolute world, and I'll speak to you soon. Have the best days. I love you loads. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. For realsies now.